that round in the shape for us? How did you feel?
It felt pretty good. It was a steady round. I hit a lot of very good shots, and I think you can always say that you leave a few out there, and I certainly didn't make every putt that I looked at today, but I felt like I played real steady and solid, and I'm real happy with that first round, and hopefully I'll get a few more like it the rest of the week.
Can you talk about the condition of the course or how it
Yeah,
played?
I think this morning nobody really knew what was going to happen exactly with the weather. So the storms last night were pretty good, but the condition was great considering the weather we had. I think the bunkers were a little bit firmer than they were in practice, but the greens were receptive. But obviously by the scoring, they're not too receptive. So the course is in very good shape.
And was the wind an issue as well?
Yeah, it definitely picked up in spots out there today. We had it pretty calm for the first little bit, and then it picked up, and you get back in those little valleys and the chutes on the golf course there, and it's always going to play tricks with you. It's supposed to be kind of southwest today, but it kind of flutters a little bit. So the wind is definitely going to be a factor as the day goes on.
With the good finish you had here a couple years ago, is it good vibes for you, do you think, around this place?
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy playing this golf course a lot. It's a beautiful golf course, and it's fun walking up that amphitheater finish on 18, and it's just a very fun course for me. And being so close to home, I got a lot of family and friends out here this week that are supporting me, so it's a good week for me.
Easier or harder to play with all the Brantford people following you?
Yeah, well, I was thinking about that.
But you got to be aware of them, right?
Yeah, they're out there, and you want to have a good week and play well, regardless. But it is a little bit different feeling, no doubt, than if I was to just tee it up in an event without everybody here. But I think the good players really thrive on it, and it felt good for me out there today.
Maybe in the past, in the Canadian Open, you can come under the radar a little bit more. This year, obviously,
yeah.
not. Do you feel that much more pressure here?
No, I don't feel any more pressure. I think I want to achieve certain things, and I have certain goals, and obviously to win out here and to be competitive is one of them. So I've had a pretty good season so far, and I'm pretty comfortable with where my game's at, so I don't feel any extra pressure from that standpoint. But I think the Canadians really want to see their other Canadians do well. This is a big deal for us, and I'd love to see more than one guy have a chance to win it. And who knows what's going to happen? I can't predict the future, but there's more good days, and we'll see what happens.
Did you have a number in mind today for?
Oh, absolutely not. No, I never really do that. I just wanted to play steady and make a few birdies, and I got 3, which was pretty good out here. I didn't get either of the par 5s, so hopefully tomorrow I'll make some birdies on those.
Did you hear that thunder last night? Did it wake you up?
Yeah, about 2 in the morning. I woke up just right away. I'm staying at home in Brantford, so it hit here probably just a little bit before it got here, and it was pretty loud. It felt like it was hitting some of the trees in our backyard.
David, can you talk about 18? Obviously, you're the furthest back off the tee, but it looks like you're in prime location. You only miss it by what, a couple of feet, and you end up in some pretty tough rough there.
Yeah, it's a tricky tee shot there. It's kind of, for a lot of guys here, 3 was just a little bit too much, and then the hybrids that we use are just not quite enough to get down to the bottom. And I hit a good tee shot, and it just sort of hung up on the hill, so I had a real side hill lie that was really tricky to kind of, with the left or right wind, hold it up against it. But I hit a pretty good shot, and I left myself a good chip. So.